Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want every single viewer and investor to be aware of the fact that we have a new ticker symbol towards the end of this video. It's a small semiconductor company with a lot of growth so far and so much more potential moving forward. We're going to look at its chart and also more information on the ticker symbol towards the end of this video, so stay tuned. So ZOM, Zomedica Corp. What a good consolidation we're seeing here. Now, could it hold itself up, right? That's the question. So we're going to move our resistance and support to its new location, and it's actually jumped a little bit higher in the last few minutes. So I'm going to remove that in just a moment. But it's going to be interesting because things have moved sideways with a little bit of volatility, right? All the way up to these highs, but it's kind of hanging out in the same area. So we're going to look at that in just a moment. The good thing I'm seeing here, though, that's a little bit different than all the other weeks, is that previously it would jump up and the rest of the week go in the downward direction. Jump up, the rest of the week go in the downward direction, and this week it kind of just went in that direction. And then here we are seeing it jump up, and it's actually holding itself up, and it might consolidate or continue that upward staircase effect if the bulls continue to break through resistance levels, because right now the 50-day moving average hasn't caught up to the price, but it's looking pretty healthy the way it's holding itself up. So very important to keep that in mind, how it's reacted previously. We went ahead and tested the theory, right, that after the end of the week, at the beginning of the week, it would pop. We definitely saw that here, but now it's holding itself up within this area, which is a little bit different than after those pops of going back down in this direction. So we really want to watch this carefully to see if support levels get broken through or the 50-day moving average fairly fast, or does this just consolidate within this area till the next catalyst that's going to make it go up to newer highs. Now, I know a lot of investors are waiting for March, and we might even see some anticipation start towards the middle or end of this month, February, getting closer to March. So it's going to be very important. Now, a lot of people ask, why is March so important? Well, TRUFORMA, which is one of their innovations and products, is going to launch in March. So let's go ahead and see here our support and resistance. But first, the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 103. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Currently, our support level, the nearest one in the last couple hours of the day, is 107. If that gets broken through, the next one to look at is down here at 105. So this is moving really fast within 1 cent up and down, or 2 cents, but it's not getting so volatile to the point where it's like jumping 10 cents out of nowhere and 10 cents down. Now, I did do that, here when it ran up and it hit 114, came back down to 106. It hit 118, right, today, and then it pulled right back down. But it's leveled off pretty well, as we could see in the last couple of hours. It hasn't moved crazy, right? It's moving, just around 5 cents at most, and at least like 3 cents back and forth. So if 107 gets broken through, we have 105 as the midway point, and then the next point is 103. So you can dissect this one pretty well and pay close attention to how the stock's reacting and how quickly is it moving downwards, or are the bulls trying to reappear to bring this one back up. Now, our resistance has slightly changed, and it's going to be important to keep this number in mind, and it's the same resistance from yesterday. You could see it right here. It's the second highest point from yesterday's high of 114. And 111 was broken through very briefly for only about an hour. And today, it's the resistance level again. So 111 is seeming to be a very difficult resistance level to stay above for the bulls. So I want every single investor to be aware that 111 needs to be broken through, needs to be turned into a support, so this can pull further away from the 50-day moving average in the upward direction and keep the bulls maintaining momentum, hitting newer highs and new resistance levels. So I want every single investor to be aware that 111 needs to be broken through and turn into a support Even though right now it's showing 111 to 110, give or take, within this 30-minute time frame, it might be a difference of the hundreds or thousands place, but it's still 111, and 111 definitely needs to be turned into a support, and the bulls need to pull away from it so they can go ahead and get further away from the 50-day moving average and pulling upwards deeper into bullish territory. So I want to emphasize that the bulls definitely need to break through this. Their next goal is 114, and then 119, 118, give or take, way up here. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is in the semiconductor sector. Now, it's been growing exponentially, and I believe there's so much more room going into the coming years for this company, and their market cap is so small compared to its competitors, and I believe that as that market cap continues to grow, the stock price has all the potential to grow as well. So let's go ahead and look at it. It's UMC, United Microelectronics. Now, in the last year, it grew from around down here, $2.50 almost, all the way up to $10.70. Now, this hasn't been in a year. This is 2020 in June, so this has been only like 7 to 8 months. So it hasn't even been a year. I look forward to seeing where this is going to be in the next 4 months, 5 months, to then compare it to those numbers. But we are seeing it pull back. I completely understand. I apologize to every single viewer that I didn't come across this one anytime sooner. If not, I would have been talking about it, and I probably would have had a position already. So right now, this is on my watch list, and I'm keeping a really close eye on it. But there's so much potential moving forward, as long as this doesn't just pull back and eat away and end up back at $5. It's going to be a good one to watch if there's some consolidation, or it pulls back down to around $7 and some change, and we find some consolidation within this area, and then earnings, and then all the different catalysts moving forward going into the year, and the growth continues. This stock has potential, especially once we start to see the market cap rise. So we're currently at 948 for it, and the revenue has grown in the last couple of years. I mean, it went from 4 to 5, and then it went back to 4, and then 6 this last year, 2020. Now, net income was fluctuating also, and that was 300 million 2017, 2018, 200, then 300 again in 2019, and then here we are with the largest amount in the last 4 years, or 3 years better said. We're on the 4th year now, actually, and that is 900 million, right? Almost 1 billion in revenue. Excuse me, net income. Revenue was 6 billion. And when we go to the quarterly, you could see how much growth it's had over time. This stock has a lot more room, especially if it continues to grow in revenue and profit margins. It's going to be awesome, because the more a stock or company profits, the more it reflects in the stock price, and the more it reflects in the stock price, the higher it goes, and the market cap is going to grow with it. So if you compare this to its competitors, there's a lot of room still for this market cap, and there's a lot of room for the market share of the semiconductor sector for this company in the years to come. I definitely recommend doing your research and due diligence. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on UMC or any stock that I share here in the channel Invest for Tomorrow. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on stocks that are being overlooked, and they're not hyped. They're nice and quiet, but they show organic and healthy growth. If I say ever a stock is speculative, that's different. But I don't see any speculation here. I see nothing but healthy and organic growth, especially when you look at the income statements and financials that are showing the same upward trend and the chart is showing it. That's a good correlation. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on this one, and let's make some money.